gonna stop, man.
I wasn't even worried about dying.
Hurricane Katrina hit the southern USA in late August 2005. After a 7-day wrecking spree, over 1,800 lives have been lost. The worst affected areas were the city of New Orleans and the counties surrounding it. Former merchant marine Kennard Jackley and his wife Dookie have lived in the town of Slidell since 1973. They've experienced their fair share of hurricanes, and when they heard Katrina was coming, she decided to get out, whilst he decided to stay.
I don't ever have to worry about Kennard. He's extremely creative and he's intuitive. He knows what to do.
Dying don't mean nothing to me. Hell, 30 years at sea, I should have been dead a long time ago.
As Kennard's wife Dookie and another 250,000 people pack up and leave New Orleans, the approaching storm rapidly intensifies while entering the Gulf of Mexico. For thousands of people who aren't able to leave, an emergency shelter is set up in the New Orleans Superdome, a football stadium in the middle of the city.
We are very grateful for the Superdome to allow us to stay here in this hurricane.
Nearly 20,000 people move in as the storm approaches, while 70-year-old Kennard beds in to brave the elements.
I think here it comes. We just had a gust of about 100 miles an hour just a little while ago.
Within hours, Katrina hits the coastline and the conditions become even more challenging.
Hey, look at this. I don't know what to tell you. Man, you're killing me here, you're killing me.
Storm surge raises sea levels up to 6 feet higher than normal.
The whole downstairs is underwater. My truck's right down there someplace underwater.
And then the next thing you know, it was covering the street. And then a little bit higher, a little bit higher.
We definitely got a mess downstairs, that's for sure. Okay, oops, there goes the floor again.
500 miles away at her sister's house in Dallas, Dookie watches the hurricane on TV and fears the worst.
They were talking about, the height of the water, the storm surge, how strong it was, how areas were totally devastated.
Nothing but junk now. Unbelievable.
I just thought it was totally washed away, which it was. And I didn't see how he could have survived.
Oh, God, baby.
And then the rain came and the wind came. That's when everything hit the fan.
Man, this place is devastated out here. Woo!
It must have been 100-mile-an-hour winds,
That's how I look at all them houses are gone.
When it starts breaking houses away from their foundation, you know that's bad.
Man, when's this thing gonna...
Pine trees are falling, boathouse disappears, 8 houses behind me disappeared. I mean, it just picked up off the foundation and floated right down the canal back here.
Yeah, it's on the back porch. I guess the only good thing you can say about this thing, I don't see no floating bodies yet.
Yeah, and there wasn't nothing you could do. I guess you could pray a little bit. I don't know for sure. Nah. You're up to the elements. That's all there is to it,
Katrina batters New Orleans for hours. Even those sheltering in the mighty Superdome fear for their safety.
See that water dropping right there? We have rainwater in the building.
The Mississippi River breaches its levees, flooding most of the city, causing over 700 deaths.
Out of my stomach, I thought for sure that he was dead. Plain and simple, yes, I thought he was gone.
I wasn't even worried about dying. That's for true, I'm not kidding.
Well, this is the day after. Take a look at our front yard.
It breaks your heart, man. I mean, it tears you up inside. You don't want to look at your neighborhood and see nothing but chaos. You hate to see anybody lose their world possessions, you know.
You see my truck down there? Yeah, she was a good old girl.
It was 5 days before Kennard was able to contact his wife, who still had no idea if he was dead or alive.
He called me. Oh my God, that was the happiest day of my life.
Everything's fine out here. So far, so good.
I was on the cell phone in my sister's backyard and just walking around going, it's Kennard, and everybody was jumping around. We were all happy. Then you go from that to, damn you. And he even told me that time, I swear I'll never stay again. I swear I'll never stay again.
It was another 6 weeks before the couple were reunited, giving Kennard time to fix up the house, although it would take years to rebuild the area around them.
That's a bad thing, man. Mother Nature, she don't ever give nothing back, you know what I mean? She's a taker, just like most women.